Welcome to the Tadiwaba Multiverse. Woo, woo, woo.
It's so fun.
I hate it here.
She stole my line.
Whoa, a portal!
Oh my god, is that a UFO? Somebody called for a visit me. Is that Big West?
So where exactly does the suppository go again?
Oh my gosh, you guys, you totally overdid that. Like, I'm dying. Jamie just started doing it herself, and then all of a sudden everyone's just like, I'm gonna do it too. I'm
gonna go in
do
here.
it
It
too.
was so good though.
Yes.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to the
Hi.
Not So Serious Super Science Show. My name is
We're
Brianna.
serious about not being serious about being serious. I am Kari. Hello. We're going diagonally today.
I am Dr. Brickhouse, PhD. I am mighty, and I am letting it all hang out today.
And I am Ohm's law because we don't know if I'm constant with voltage or constant with resistance.
Oh,
I like that.
Wow, that was a
Me
good
too.
one. Look, Tony's the
deep.
smart one of us all today.
Yeah.
You get the science crown today.
Right.
How is everybody doing? What is new?
It's not snowing here anymore, so that's good.
Well,
Wow.
that's a start, I guess.
It's usually a big problem in the desert.
Kind of weird, so.
Yeah, the desert usually doesn't snow often, but it's actually been twice in the past week. It's snowed here, so that's been fun. What about you, Car? How's everything over in, I don't know, whatever part of the world you pretend to be in?
The simulated environment outside of this simulated room is it's all right.
Okay.
It was kind of cold today when I went out, but it was, you know.
Does your simulation often have to change with the seasons so that it tricks you into believing it's real?
There's a simulated cycle.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes it more realistic.
It
yeah.
makes the circadian rhythm work, and then you get into the natural cycle.
Well, because my thing is like I
It's
would
like flat Earth.
if I was going to be in a simulation, I would want to program it like in California, 72 every day, sunny, no weather. I'd also program it
That
with no
sounds so
traffic.
boring. I live for water vapor, so that sounds super boring.
Oh my god! All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to just like jump into it or what?
We should.
Like, hey,
Goodness gracious. I didn't have my light on and now I'm turning it on and I'm like, oh God, it's too bright. I can't see.
And people can see you.
Should we talk balloons again? Yeah, cutting edge balloon research. It's all just balloons, everybody.
It's all
We
balloons.
said that last time. It's all
Actually,
balloons.
Did you see the high resolution image that got released?
Yeah, it had the solar panels and the little spy
Yeah.
machine on it. Yeah, it looked like a little satellite.
Mhm.
That's something someone should have had ready today. Maybe you can bring it up.
Kari's doing it right now.
Yeah.
Perfecto. The whole balloon thing is a little bit weird.
Right.
There's a lot of people that are like, it's gonna be like Project Bluebeam. But I'm like, but so far it's literally just been balloons. We all know that, like, oh wow, look at that.
Ooh, get out of here,
Ooh,
Forbes.
Forbes, yeah.
Ooh, that's too much. There,
Too
okay,
close.
there we go. There we go.
Okay.
you see
if we said that, we would be like Photoshop.
Right? No, but if you
Yeah.
look, yeah, you can see it's the two things, and there's if Kari zooms in more, you can see the little yeah, there we go. The
Yeah,
little spy
aliens-
contraption in the middle.
Aliens definitely aren't using balloons. That's a for
No.
sure.
Yeah.
This has passed into being like a national defense issue and out of the realm of the unexplained. So, like,
Right.
should we all move on as a topic now? We all
I
get
think
back
that's
to-
Entire community.
Yeah, that's what I think my big issue is now is like so many people are trying to sensationalize these like UFOs or UAPs up in the sky that or like even they did it with the China thing, right? The ball in China. They were like, is it a UFO, a UAP, a USO, a Dragon Ball? What is it? It's a fucking buoy
Oh,
from
yeah,
a
yeah.
boat. I don't understand what the big fucking deal is. Why is it all of a sudden that now we're just like sensationalizing literally every dumb, stupid thing? I feel like it's just part of that media propaganda again, where it's like, okay, we're going to turn all this UFO shit into jokes again.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I first
for sure.
saw the big metal ball in Japan, I was like, oh, it's a buoy without
Yeah, a buoy.
the
Yeah.
chain and the rest
Literally.
of it on there. And they're just and then today I saw a fucking thing with Neil deGrasse Tyson saying, well, we don't know what it is. Honestly. It could be and I'm like, it's a fucking buoy. You're supposed
buoy.
to be like this genius astrophysics guy.
It's a buoy. Yeah,
Okay,
I feel you.
listen here. So, a lot of people, including myself, think that the reason why all these government agent type of people have come into the UFO sphere and have been, putting the overlay of it's a national security threat, it's a threat, is to get funding, right?
Mhm.
Maybe enough people still aren't taking the UAP threat an actual threat. And so now they're doing this balloon bullshit and saying like, oh, it's China, so that they can still increase funding for the defense, for air defense.
Could it be
I'm
to
just throwing it out there.
put pressure on the government to declassify radar technology so private companies can develop new radar techniques?
Right. Well, one of the things that, Biden
Government
was
contracts.
saying is like all of these balloons, the ones that besides the Chinese one, the rest of the balloons appear to be, like private companies and schools and shit like that. So maybe, it already is private businesses and programs testing
Balloon
things. But the thing is, I would imagine at a certain point, airspace, it's just like you have to have a flight log. So I imagine that if that was the case, they would already have to be registered somewhere. Hey, we're up here.
I think that
Don't
what this
shoot
is
it.
proving is that if you want to put something high up into the atmosphere, the government won't notice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big ass atmosphere, but this
That's
is
what I'm
where the
saying.
radar technology comes in, right? Because
Yeah.
like
All these
what we
flat
need.
earthers who want to do these experiments, and it's like the government's going to stop us. Well, they're not going to stop you from putting a balloon up in the air because obviously they couldn't with China.
Yeah.
Well, Kari, if we're done looking at this, I'll show you the other thing that I have. It's a picture. Okay, hold on.
They
Another
balloon
balloon.
party.
Another type of balloon. I don't know if you guys saw,
Is it
but
the Batman one?
no, it was the Japanese space agency released a balloon that's going to be for commercial flight reasons.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
The 2-seater thing, and you can go up in there if you want. Here, I'll show you a picture right now.
Truth Seeker says we're still not serious enough.
You know what?
And I think that you should wear more wigs.
You're not truthy enough.
No, he should grow a mustache.
You're
Actually, I
not
agree with that too.
speakery
What if
enough.
he can't grow a mustache and that's the problem?
Ooh.
What if he tried and it came in patchy and he doesn't want to admit it?
I mean,
Hot takes.
I'd feel bad for him.
I agree. Yeah, this is cute. So it's like a balloon that goes up and you sit in this pod. And how many hours is it, Brie? Do you remember? It's like the whole entire journey is like 36 hours or something.
No, it takes like 2 hours to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't say how long it would take, but my first thought was like, well, what about a bathroom? Like you're going up for just 2 hours.
Like astronauts, you wear diapers.
You go up there and you shit yourself. But it will be like, I mean, you'll be able to see the curve of the Earth. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I just can't really imagine being in a little balloon bubble going up into freaking space.
I don't know. I'm kind of into it. I think it looks cozy in there. I feel like me and you could have some champagne and some really deep conversations while looking over Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe with like a bottle of champagne.
Because I feel like we could pretend like we were in a UFO and we were aliens and we were looking down on the stupid humans and we were like,
hold on, wait,
plotting their end.
Let me show you.
We wouldn't
my
do that.
list of them. Look at this.
Wow, it's a great list.
I mean, that freaks me out because you would literally be like, oh my God. Like the people that eat dinner on those top sky things and then
like
your
in
feet
Vegas.
just hang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I mean, look at this.
Can you imagine being in that thing and like the risers fail and they start to snap and then you're just hanging by one and you're strapped into this.
But who also wants to fuck in space? Because that's what I'd do up there.
I would.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's no one up there.
I was about to say it reminds me of the craft that they make in Contact.
Yes.
Right?
But it also kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park. The bubble that they'd sit in, but then they would like throw.
Those movies don't count.
No, you got to go back further. Reminds me of the pod that the Saiyans came to Earth in Dragon Ball Z.
Deep cut. Yeah.
Wow, that took me back to like Monday mornings, like 7 a.m.
Cartoon Network watching Dragon Ball Z.
It was on Channel 5 to me. But
technically, I believe space does
Josh
suck
has every
because
single episode. We have like a wall over here
because it's a vacuum.
Wait, Joe. I believe space technically does suck because it's a vacuum. So technically, you are correct. It does.
Oh, so that's like if you give a woman space, you're basically giving her a vacuum. So
yeah. I highly recommend that for every holiday you buy your wife like a vacuum, a mop, some sort of tool that she would use in her everyday life to clean your home.
Yes.
Jamie, is it a normal vacuum or is it the VagVac 3000?
VagVac 3000. Listen, if anyone ever wants to know about the VagVac 3000, you have to go back to our Patreon and find the clip. It's somewhere there. And it's like a full 45 minutes on the VagVac if you want to really know what it's about.
Trademark.
Although if someone wants to go listen to it and then animate it, I would put it on YouTube.
Trademark Taliwaba.
Right.
Oh yeah.
No
so anyway, I just love the idea that everyone's like, we're shooting balloons down, and then the Japanese are like, fuck it, let's throw some people in there, throw them up, see what happens. Yeah. Put them in the
privilege. Point of privilege.
Yes.
No,
it was
not
so
in
interesting. It's so interesting that Kari was like stealing content on YouTube. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people's YouTubes have been getting in trouble for like showing other things and stuff. And so the other day when we were doing our last show, Kari wanted to show something on Bobby's Crypto Corner, and we were like, well, can we play it? Like, are we going to get copywritten? Like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get a strike. And Kari was like, no, we could play it. And I was like really worried. And then I woke up this morning and we got notifications of literally the exact opposite. YouTube now thinks that we own that video because we played it on our show, and that anyone else who posts it is stealing it from us. And that if I want, I can ask them to take it down or like get a strike against their channel. And it's like the greatest, most hilarious thing that has ever happened in our life, that it's the exact opposite happened. And now YouTube literally thinks we own that video. And I feel so bad for the person who originally made it, because at some point it might ask us if we want him to take it down.
We own your video. But this actually
oh wow,
presents us with a serious issue that we didn't know was going on in YouTube before. And that's that if you upload somebody else's shit, you might end up with, you know, the YouTube rights for their stuff. Yeah. So how much of people's content who are the original people who created it is getting shut down because somebody else gets the chance to copyright?
I mean, and that's not taking into account transformative works.
Yeah.
No.
So like commentary and reporting and stuff, you then own that report.
Here's what I think. I think that YouTube just thinks that we are genuinely so original and just like such amazing creators that we could never possibly steal other people's content, and everything we upload is obviously 100% what we've made.
They're like,
thank you, YouTube, for trusting us. I'm saying that so sarcastically because this entire show is us watching other people's videos.
Right, but we're not trying to upload their video or claim it to be ours.
Yeah, for sure.
We make sure that we show the entire video so you can see whose handle it is, where it is. Everyone knows it's from TikTok. You see their handle twice
in the
so
video.
you can go to their channel. We never just like take the video and be like, oh, let me show you this video. I think there's a big difference between that.
It's all about giving credit. It's like the same thing when we do the Bobby's Cryptid Corner, the countdown videos. Even though if I see the video on someone else's channel, I try my hardest to find the original source for it. And then I always put it on the videos in the slideshow. Exactly. I put their profile picture. I put their name, because we're not stealing content. We want you guys to go and watch it on their channels and stuff. We're just making commentary about it.
Is this a Jimmy Church impression?
I don't know.
Maybe.
But I feel offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm always offended.
All right, let's get our first video. That was so sciencey. That was honestly, I feel like we reached the peak of science right there, and I appreciate all of you guys participating as a hard climb to the summit.
You're super welcome. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, silence.
Oh, Greece.
We'll get all your information for you, so don't fucking ask me. I mean, gorgeous.
Are they in SoCal?
No, it's Greece.
So they're taking these pictures and they're saying it's like a bullet shape, and in each of the pictures you can see it moving. So now they're going through the row of the photos.
Unfortunately, because it's photos, it could literally be anything. You could be seeing a glare from a fucking helicopter. Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
It could be any number of things.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Could be.
I say a normal, everyday object that is just distorted because of the way the pictures are taken.
Yeah. There's low grain. This was taken from an iPhone.
The third one has some kind of warping on those lights below it on the ground compared to the other frames.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. It's copyrighted.
Oh, there we go. Strike us down.
Out. Hey, listen, you can't copyright us for, I guess, nothing. We were looking at nothing. That's at least what my team says. I don't trust them. I don't believe them either.
That's fine.
I disagreed.
I didn't think it would happen so soon.
Ooh, in France.
Okay, all right.
Let's see. This is a bit interesting.
So far, I don't hate it.
Same account. I can't read it now. Casa extra conversation go. I think this would be dope to see in France, of all places.
Okay, why?
Look at it. Oh, should I
Why
pause it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a little.
There's a little
Okay,
blip.
so there I did see a little.
Yeah, well, Baker, I've copyrighted the term Corey Good, so
Uh-oh. Is that your intellectual property?
trademark.
Look at that. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Oh. There's
It
more.
was right there too.
You guys are.
I'm literally watching it.
You watching something?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. That's an interesting video.
Yeah, this is interesting. The light seems to be connected to one solid thing, it says on the thing. I'm also wondering if, and this, I'm throwing this out there to devil advocate it, but what if it's tied to a building and it's some type of shimmering balloon that's like a big giant group of them. It's just off.
There you go.
On like a fishing string. You don't know what's behind those buildings. You don't, and it could be tied to something on top of a roof. Look how high up those buildings are. I'm just saying.
I mean, that literally could be the other side of town, and they're doing something. And...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And like, you just don't know. And from your perspective, it looks like something crazy. But if you were to just change your perspective and go closer, you'd then obviously see it was a bunch of balloons that, like, you know, maybe got away from some big event they had downtown. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. The way they're stationary, it looks, and the way they're kind of like angled makes me think that there's like a string holding it somewhere, if that makes sense.
There are some
and the shimmery little green things that you're seeing could possibly be other balloons that are moving and catching the light. Yeah, on the right-hand side of it. See that little green flash right there? You don't see that right next to it on the green side? Right on the side?
Right at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
It does it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it does it like 3 or 4 times. Watch the right-hand side. There's one.
I just saw it right there.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell that was
looking out into like fog up like hills or something. Like,
and it's like, yeah, you're seeing lights on the house. Zach says they're just balloons, guys. I agree with you on this one. I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting more balloon vibes.
I actually have a video of a sighting I had like the other day. I just uploaded.
I strongly disagree.
We wouldn't shoot it down for several days, Enzo.
Yeah,
we learned that lesson.
We have to wait.
Actually getting annoying. I think we might have to cancel this show coming up. We can't do this forever.
Right. Yeah, no, talking about weather balloons.
I'm gonna say UFO no. It's interesting.
I'm gonna say no. It's interesting, but yeah, no on that one.
Okay. Do you guys want to see my sighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Buckle up.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a UFO. Oh my god, I gotta send this to the Cousins brothers. Oh my god. Oh my god.
W-shaped.
I looked out the
W-shaped UFO.
Right, it's a 3.
I thought it was a 3.
It is.
It
was a W.
It was a W. West side.
West side.
It was.
And now we're all gonna get shot in a gang war.
It was the president sending a drone over.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Thanks. It scared me. I looked out the window and was like, "Holy shit!"
Oy vey. That's all I've got to say. Switching it up.
So here I am in Oregon, working on some windows for that house. But I seen at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Oh, I saw this video.
These
so
gates
creepy.
Down here. Dang it, they got a bunch of dogs. Look at that gate. Okay.
That's
so
nice gate.
I was working at a house up the road a little bit
Just
when
wait,
I looked
Kari.
down
It's
this
creepy, I
direction,
promise.
and I seen these pyramids, mini pyramids, and then this gate. 17700. What is this? Where does this go? More little mini pyramids.
Wait till he walks out. It gets. Ooh, I want to go there, wherever it is.
Holy moly! Do you guys see that? They have signs. We do not call 911. I don't know what to feel about this place. But dude, guys, look through here. You guys see that statue? I am so creeped out by this place.
Me too. Yeah, that's more than just rich people. I agree. Like,
What
rich people are
is
kind of
that?
wild, but like that's. I get it if you have like statues inside your house.
Wow.
But like
Mommy.
coming up
I'm
your
gonna have to look
driveway.
this place up. Huh. Sheesh, what a cool gate.
All right.
People live here.
And people live here. Okay, so I do and I don't agree. I think it's weird. At the same time, if I had a lot of money, you can't even fathom the shit that my house would look like. Like, wow.
We could-
And you might
House.
also say, "What the hell is this?" No, it's just my likings.
You're
I
like,
was
here,
getting
look at
some-
my
I was getting
800
some,
statues as you drive up to my mansion. That's what you would do?
There's one statue.
That you can see.
Yeah.
I was getting Mason vibes from that. But
I would put straight up gray,
Yeah.
like giant gray alien
People
statues
yeah, probably.
going all the way.
it's probably like
down
the
the
trail out to
driveway.
some like old Mason lodge.
What a fucking
lodge
nightmare
or
driving
something,
through to your house,
um,
Bree. People getting flashbacks.
I know.
Hey.
Lasers
Bree,
come in,
I think,
choo, 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 and the music comes in.
Bree, I think you're thinking about this the entirely wrong way.
I agree.
You don't have it so that you have everything in life. You have it so you have everything in death. Because
yeah.
that happens to be much longer of a time.
I agree.
Which is why if I had a ton of money, I would be buried mummified in a pyramid with black obsidian on it and some gold and some other stuff and a big fuck you if you touch my corpse.
Touch and cursed forever.
Forever.
I think that the statue did look a little bit Egyptian.
It did.
It did, and I believe that might have been Anubis.
And the pyramids. So it really could just be like, it could literally be a fucking professor, an archaeological professor. Like, you know, I'm not going to jump on the conspiracy train on that one. It really didn't get me.
Wow, we're just so opposite today, Brie.
And
into
after Tuesday, we all went in deep with tens for the first time ever.
It's true.
Right.
Yeah. What
I
a
mean, I
fun
always go
time.
in a deep 10, but that's another story.
Ah!
And I said, what? I said,
Nick
what?
Cage has a pyramid in New Orleans.
How what?
I don't know what happened.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Why do I have this?
It's not.
Oh, okay. This is the
It's
Alaska
not.
one.
Look at
Okay.
it.
It's a balloon.
I think I have
No,
two videos of this.
Ashley.
It's a silver balloon you get from Walmart.
It's a round rectangular balloon.
That actually does look like a UFO.
That's not a balloon.
God damn it, Ashley!
For Brie to be like, I'm sick of balloons, to pull up a next balloon video.
I think there's two of them. You can barely fucking see
Barely
it.
see him, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is supposed to be the Alaska balloon, which people have not seen.
Yeah,
and
the
I-
one that was
Slow and super quick for a high altitude radar.
There it is.
Mhm.
You could barely see it. Maybe if you guys use your fucking glasses. Jamie, get out that microscope you had at work.
Trying to say I'm blind.
Because
Oh my God, I have like a $40,000 microscope at my work. I have no idea what to do with.
There should be a part 2 to this video that's a little bit different, but I was hoping for more.
Science?
I was hoping for more pedestrian videos of the craft, since now they're just like, well, we're looking for the pieces, and I think they are not going to look anymore for the one that was
That was on the ice
Lake-
or whatever.
what is it?
Huron?
Is it Lake-
Huron.
Yeah, Lake Huron.
I don't know why I knew that.
And the I mean, it makes sense. They're like, look, it's going to take a long time, and it's really cold. You know, it's winter right now, so it'll take forever.
I agree with Baker here. Says, I love that the kids are smart enough to think that it might be a silver balloon from Walmart. They must watch the show.
Right?
Well, I hope they do.
Critical thinking. I like it. They've watched the show.
Did anybody stop
There we
to
go.
think about how dangerous it was to shoot that balloon down over Alaska? What if that fell and hit an endangered polar bear
Or a moose. Oh my god.
while it was eating an endangered seal while being
Yeah.
hunted by an endangered killer whale.
Yeah. Well, the killer whale is also being hunted by an endangered indigenous people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you think about that?
Didn't think about that, did you?
Didn't think about that, did you? Not so woke anymore.
The senator was pissed. Did you guys watch her?
Yeah.
She was
Livid.
pissed. She was very livid. And I feel her. I'd be like, yeah, like I'm at the border basically. Like, protect our shit, man.
Well, most
God.
people should be upset. Like every time one of those jets go up, it's not one, it's like 4 jets. And then F-22s are like the most expensive thing to fly in the air.
I was like, and the environmental impact it has on the climate.
And you're shooting a $450,000 missile at a $100 balloon bought at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, no, the senator was more upset that it was able to cross into airspace.
That's the Chinese balloon, though.
She was like, "What? No, that one that they shot down in Alaska.
Oh, the Hobby balloon?
Yes, the Walmart balloon.
Yeah.
She was upset about that because she's like, I'm closest to these other areas. So if stuff happens, they're coming over us first before everybody else. So how is this even possible? Like, what are you guys doing over there?
They knew when and where it was launched and tracked it the whole way. I don't know if that's true. I heard that.
That's what they said.
But it's hard. How do we know which one's which? There were so many of them. It's like,
this is true.
Very true.
A flurry of sightings.
Yeah. What if they were just like, holy shit, everyone, we fucked up by not shooting that first balloon down. So let's just like yeet a bunch of shit out of the sky all at once.
Might as well.
That sounds like the United States, to be honest.
I think this is the other clip. I don't know. Let me double check if it's not.
Okay, look. Balloons don't do that.
There it is. Okay. Do you see it like flashing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There it is.
Oh no.
Balloon wouldn't do that.
I love how upset she is. I feel for her.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But I
Let's
also
just-
Balloons don't do
to see what it's doing.
I'm silencing her. The little
yeah,
flashing. Okay, it's moving. Beep beep.
I mean, it could just be rotating and reflecting sunlight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it would look strange to someone like a normie who's just looking at it in the sky and going, "Oh my god, what is that? I've never seen anything like this." But I guess for people like us who look at hundreds of UFO videos every month, it's very easy to tell.
Yeah, and I don't know what her balloon experience is, but I can't take it super serious.
I don't understand
I don't
what you're
understand.
talking about.
Why is she a
understand, bitch.
professional?
I understand there was some humor in that response.
There
was. Okay.
Whatever that is so high, dude.
Right
like
here.
this
Look,
guy.
there's another one.
Way too fucking fast, bro.
Bruh!
Is that Eddie Bravo?
Oh! Whoa! What was that?
Oh,
iconic.
God. One more time.
Iconic, yeah.
One more time
One more.
for the people in the back.
I need to see
Whatever
that.
that is so high, dude.
Right here. Look, there's another one.
Way too fucking fast, bro. What is that one? Oh! What was that?
It was a good video.
God,
That was actually a good video.
I just want to watch it on like repeat. I just love that reaction. That is such a
Genuine.
very
Like, yeah.
genuine.
That's
but
somebody who's never
hilarious.
seen anything crazy before and is
No, it reminds me of like when me and Bruce see stuff and we like, yeah, that's exactly what we sound. We're like, oh my god, you say that? Oh my god. And we like, yeah, oh yeah, for
You
sure.
just get so excited
Mhm.
that like they obviously haven't seen anything
Right.
before. But I love that
Mhm.
guy's voice. I was like, who is that? He almost sounded like Jonah Hill for a second.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like Eddie Bravo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, but I'm
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
wear that at?
It was some festival, I don't know, but it was great. I love the audio. Just relax. Just go take some pictures.
relax.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said that on our last week's show, how hilarious it was that people were using that, like zooming in on the balloon with the little face that talks, and it's like, relax. Just want to take some pictures.
Just relax.
Relax.
You are feeling very sleepy.
I feel like that's gonna be the best video that we can
Bro, y'all missed it. It's like 3:40 in the morning and I'm seeing a badass eclipse, man. Y'all missed that shit. Man, it's crazy.
Of course, it's some homie fucked up. Like, damn, 3:40, man.
Which is weird though, cause there's like a
Gangsters don't
moon
sleep.
over here. That's why I thought it was weird, but I was like, whatever.
And look at the scale. Like,
Hold on. I have to listen to this again. See, that's weird. I thought it was a moon.
And look,
but
there's
like-
the moon. Well, then what the fuck is the eclipse, bro?
And
the
he was
eclipse
like,
is like 8 times bigger than the moon.
Yeah.
but whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, whatever, man.
Bro, y'all missed it. It's like 3:40 in the morning and I'm seeing a badass eclipse, man. Y'all missed that shit. Man, this is crazy. Y'all missed that, guys. Which is weird though, cause there's like a moon over here. That's why I thought it was weird, but I was like, whatever. There's 2 of them.
Whatever. There's 2 of them.
Do you know how fucked up you have to be to just be like,
Okay.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel dumber having watched that video. I think you just broke me.
really? Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Filmed in Western Europe, asteroid hits.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be scared.
It's gonna be.
Look at that shit.
That's it?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
What does she want? A massive fucking explosion that?
Well,
wipes out
okay,
the entire
how
city?
does it coming in hot?
I mean,
It
if that's
barely
the one
it's
that
right when
came
it's gonna
in-
touch the ground and then it's like
I mean, it's
I'm not
slowing-
here, nothing to see.
So what we're looking at is
Nothing.
not one item. It's like a stream of items.
They're
And then-
burning up in the atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
They
It's like an
literally
asteroid.
burned
Right, and
the
then-
second it touched it was about to touch the ground, it went away.
Well, it also slowed
Like-
down a lot, right? If that's,
Yeah.
if that's that meteorite coming in, by the time the air's so thick in that bottom like 500 meters that it's just slowed down to a.
Who is
you know,
protecting the
pit.
Earth? That's just that's what I want to know. What
Avengers.
legion? What
Mm.
legion of angels are
Clearly
protecting
not.
the Earth?
Clearly not the U.S. government because they can't even see balloons.
Balloons.
I heard that Lou Elizondo is trying to put together the Avengers, so
Probably.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think that
No.
Lou thinks that he's fucking Thanos at this point, and he's like trying to go around collecting little fucking jewels from all the ufologists. He's like, I must collect them all so I can
I
be
must collect them
the
all.
biggest
I mean-
UFO leader of them all.
Can I
That
just entertain
Napoleon
this
syndrome.
for a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Who would be on? Who
The
would be the
Avengers?
Avengers?
The like actual
I
real,
wanna
I
be
want them
one.
to be the Avengers, are the bullshit Hollywood
right.
Avengers, because it would be Lou,
I mean,
probably Greer, probably
one.
for some reason I feel like Richard Dolan would work his way in there somehow.
I could be a space goat, dude.
I feel like Steve Cambion should be the Hulk.
I feel like they wouldn't let Cambion be involved, but he should. He'd be like our Avengers team.
Well,
he'd
if
be like
he's the
Rogue
Hulk, they have to. They would
Right.
just
Oh
have
my
to
god,
try
you
to,
know
like,
that they
keep
would have
him
Nolan on
calm.
that list too for some
Oh, yeah.
reason. Oh god.
For absolutely no reason at all.
And then I also think that at the end of it all, Corey Good would sue them and be like, I created the Space Avengers, not you. Yeah.
Definitely what would happen.
So it goes full circle.
yeah, he would be like Star-Lord, but
And at the end of the day, it's just
you.
ufologists fighting ufologists, and that's what they
Yeah.
want.
Wait,
That's
so
all
then
there
do I
ever
get
is,
to be
right?
Groot? I'm Groot.
Bree, You are secretly the captain of all the ships, but nobody knows.
Yeah.
Like, you're pulling strings backstage. You're like beep, 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 pushing all the buttons.
That's Nick Fury to you.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Breeze Nick Fury.
That makes you
I want to be
Maria-
Guy
Maria
Fury.
Hill.
Like,
Can I be whoever? Can I be whoever Zendaya's character is? Mary Jane or whatever.
Somebody.
Spider-Man's girlfriend.
Yeah, I want to be Spider-Man's girlfriend. That's what I want.
Literally want to be the person known for taking Spider-Man's dick.
Yeah, for sure. Here's the thing about being a superhero.
Ouch.
It seems like so much work, but what I'm really good at is like cooking and giving back rubs. So I feel like I could participate by taking care of Spider-Man. I would not want to be Tony Stark's wife. What's her name? Like Penny or whatever. The fuck. You know what I'm saying? She seems like she lives.
Penny?
Tony Stark,
Pepper.
Iron Man. Pepper. There we go. Pepper.
Oh,
I don't want to be
Pepper.
Pepper because her life seems so dramatic. I'm just not into it. It seems like way too much drama. Whereas Mary Jane seems like not as much drama. And I die and I know it.
That's so sad. Can I be honest with you guys? I've never seen the Iron Man movies.
Oh, good. You shouldn't. All superhero movies are stupid.
I mean, the first one's really good. The second
hate
one
them.
sucked. But as a functional like introduction movie to the concept of what a comic book movie could have been, it was really good in 2008. Like, that was a really good opening movie.
Pepper Potts.
It's a
comic book name. Yeah.
I just like the fact that when I do watch these movies, there's always something that jumps out to me where I'm like, oh, that is so woo. Like, that is so like cosmic story woo. You know, like
they've been weaving it in for the last.
they've been weaving that in for such a long time, especially going with the multiverse theory. But it is also a great cop out to redo every and any storyline possible and just keep doing it no matter how it ends. Just fuck it. It's the multiverse, bitch.
Oh, I heard they're
timeline.
I heard they're rebooting Hellboy and doing another Hellboy movie, and I was like, why didn't you just finish the first fucking trilogy and then leave it?
Oh, they're gonna multiverse it.
Tony,
like,
I'm gonna blow
I've
your
given
mind.
up interest in.
Are you
any of
ready
it
for
about
this?
5 years ago, but like seeing what they like, how they're gonna fold all these things together into one thing. It's impressive from like an IP standpoint, I guess, but like as a consumer, my story ended with Endgame. I don't really give a shit about anything that came afterwards.
Here's why they can't do another one because
WandaVision was good. I'll give it
we
that.
can't all be winners.
Very true.
Like, what if the next one was just so bad that it ruined the franchise for you? They stopped while they were ahead.
I mean the Ant-Man movie that just came out bored me.
I don't know. I've been hearing people. It's been like on the news or whatever. Like I've been hearing Ant-Man, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I've never seen one of those movies where I'm like,
I do like Paul Rudd though. He's hot. Paul Rudd's
Kang is
hot.
one of the biggest comic book villains in Marvel history. I was like, I want to see how they're going to bring him to the screen because that interests me. I preferred the one that was in Loki to the one in this movie, and I get they're all supposed to be different and whatnot, but like, I just can't bring myself to give a shit.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'll wait till they're all out and then I'll watch them
I
and be
feel
like, oh,
about
that's
life.
what the next decade of story was. Like,
I don't understand why they put Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man.
Well, he's the
when
Conqueror
that's
because
supposed
he's
to
the
be
one
like
who starts
more
the war and they
dangerous
kick him out.
King.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, they basically just threw Thanos.
Totally
in
know
a
what you're
movie,
talking about.
and
Yeah.
Ant-Man killed him.
Did he though, or is he going to come back in Secret Wars? With the whole... So he goes into the probability matrix down in his little time thing he gets sucked into. And what if he makes all of those Kangs in the probability matrix all work together, and then he comes out in Secret Wars with 1,000 Kang the Conquerors? What do you do?
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Marvel's
like
going to sue
government.
me now because we just cracked their secret source. But you know,
How do you guys feel about the new Star Trek, Picard?
Oh,
Picard.
Since
we're nerding out,
it's
Yeah, I was
funny
like, since
that
you're
you
nerding
asked
out, I might as well just let
funny
go
that
for
you
it.
asked that.
Is it time to go?
Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun, dun.
There, I did some music for you.
Hi, Tony. Did
Hi.
you watch the new Star Trek show this week?
I did.
Cool. What do you think of it?
I thought it was really good. I
Me
like
too.
this new
Just letting them
season.
have their moment.
They're doing a
Me
really
too.
good job.
I think they're honoring 90s Trek and 80s Trek in a way that wipes away the stain of the first 2 seasons of Kurtzman bullshit, and I really, really enjoy it. Those are my reckons. What about your reckons, Tony?
Well, mine are, I think they introduced Worf amazingly. I love the opening shots of the Titan. The way that they're doing the show, there's this new villain. They're not rehashing an old villain, and it's a villain that shows up in a different form every single time that they show up. You can't fucking beat it.
I like how, with the villain introduction in the second episode, you get this really good scene. It's Amanda Plummer?
Yeah.
That's Christopher Plummer's daughter, right? The famous actor Christopher Plummer. She carries that scene in a way that's like really menacing, and she's like hyper intelligent, calculating, playing this huge game with them all. But you don't actually learn anything about her in that scene. I went away from that scene just going, that was really well done, because she was imposing, but I didn't learn shit about what her motive and why she wants Jack Crusher, which was pretty cool.
Right. And I thought it was cool that Captain Shaw, who's a dick.
I like him now. But his entrance, when he cuts the tractor beam, I was like, he's redeemed himself now.
He did a good job with that. Yeah. But something that I thought that was interesting was when he mentioned that the Titan is an exploratory vessel. I like and they're not equipped for heavy combat. Because the last Enterprise, the Enterprise E, was a combat ship. And the Titan is based off of the Enterprise A's refit. So it's funny that they kind of went back to the 5-year mission overall thing.
I get the hint that they're setting up, and it makes me think the show should have been called Star Trek Legacy. They're going to set it up where the next generation through Shaw and LaForge's daughter and stuff are going to carry the cast of the next show with Picard's son, LaForge's kids, and it's going to be all like the kids of the next generation doing a 5-year mission. I think that would be a really cool show.
That'd be awesome. But who's in charge of the Enterprise F? Nerds, fuck you.
That's what I want to know. What if it's like Denise Crosby?
Well, I don't know how it's all going to play out. I mean, so somebody commented that New Trek is way too woke. We'll get into that on Uninformed, but this season of Picard is much more next generation, and it's not entirely episodic, but they're kind of solving an issue every episode so far, which I think is a good idea. Keep that overarching story, but just solve little shit.
They've gone back to those ethical storylines, which is and it's no longer like Patrick Stewart being like, when I was in Starfleet, this happened. It's actually, he sounds like Picard. He's like, when he takes command at the end, it's like, belay that order. It's like, that's Picard that I wanted to see. The child Kari, like from the 90s, wanted to see that Picard, not wistful, 100 years old, sad about the state of the sad SJW world that they put Star Trek into.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, those are my reckons. Do you have anything else to add about the Star Trek show?
So with this show, what I'm doing is I'm not watching any previews for the next episode. I want it to be a surprise, and I'm just going to go with it every Thursday and see what happens on every episode.
Right on. Well, maybe we can do this little segment every 2 weeks and do the last 2 episodes and talk about what we liked. I think that's a good idea. It's a kind of a compromise on the sci-fi show that has been delayed.
Just don't have time to do.
Right now, don't have time to do it, but we can sneak some sci-fi talk in here and there.
Yeah,
because I can talk sci-fi all day. As it was a big part of my life for a very long time. So,
as you know, I can as well.
I'm going to welcome back to the screen Dr. Beverly Crusher and Data.
Hey, I don't know what that means, but sure.
I wish I knew, because I loved the name Doctor anytime you prefer to me.
Dr. Crusher.
Doctor.
Hey, Baker, if you like Next Gen, true Next Gen, and the original series movies of the late 80s, watch this season. You don't have to know anything else about anything else.
Just watch it because it's good TV.
It's actually good Trek. It's Berman Trek. If that term means anything to you, it's Berman Trek.
Berman, not vermin.
Anyway,
Right.
that was cool. That was a nice little start.
Good job, you guys. More sci-fi with the science show. All right,
Well,
this
hey,
is
Enzo. I was too. Sorry, I was in on it too. But like, I have work stuff this year that precludes me from being able to do too many things at one time. So when all that stuff's done in like the summer, we'll probably start it then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the next.
Let's do this.
Kari, this is for you to explain.
It's cloud.
Oh, okay. Just bada boom, bada bing.
I've already seen this, so I already know.
You can't tell me that's not fucking weird. If I saw that, I was at the beach, it's a
it's
lovely day, and then
it's orographic lift and scud. So as the land mass is coming,
thank
out of
you,
raising out of the ocean, it's pushing the air up. Thank you, Red Panda Koala.
You were the bomb.
Thanks so much, love. Cheers to you.
All right, Kari, continue. Yeah, I need
okay,
you
so
to mansplain it to me.
Moisture between two air masses gets stretched into the vertical, and then you get condensation, and it looks like that.
How come I've never seen that before, man?
So it made it wet.
It's unusual over like a beach. Normally it's by thunderstorms, but there is a storm base above it, so it makes sense. It's just an updraft. That's all it is.
It's just weird. I've never seen that before.
Well, you haven't been looking hard enough.
Yeah. How often do you stare at the clouds during a thunderstorm?
Oh, I just all the time.
Well, you don't have a lot of
UFOs.
thunderstorms, though. That's the thing, I think. You're not really in thunderstorm country, per se, so you're probably not seeing... Like, that's probably not happening in California.
No.
Thank God.
You just have earthquakes and...
Not really.
Just wait.
Well,
We just have Gavin
all we
Newsom
do
as
is wait. All we do is wait.
I'm sorry, can I say, I'll say one thing. I'm not super political, but I watched a debate that Gavin Newsom was in, and the guy literally said in this debate, if you can't trust Gavin Newsom with his best friend's wife, how can you trust him for California? And I was like, that is the greatest burn I've ever heard in my fucking life. And how he could be elected after that, I do not know, because that was...
Because I'm a vote for Daddy Newsom. Are you kidding me?
Even though he would sleep with your husband or your wife? Yeah.
That happened?
Wow. Yeah.
And also,
Elon
Elon Musk
with Newsom. Who wouldn't hook up with Newsom?
I wouldn't.
Come on.
He doesn't look. He doesn't look like he'd be fun. Honestly, it looks like he would need me to do a bunch of weird things. Like he'd be like, "I need you to wear red high heels," and then like not look at me in my eyeballs. Like I feel like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Like knock on the door 3 times, pause, wait for 2 seconds, knock 1 time, pause, say
for sure.
ABBA Blaster.
Yeah. Just to make sure that you're safe. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're so full of shit.
I hate it here.
Don't we all?
So I just want to clarify it for Baker. Wesley Crusher does have a little arc in season 2, and it is really good.
Oh.
I liked it. I like what they did with Wesley Crusher.
Who is
Wesley.
Don Jr.? Someone explain.
Don Jr. dating Newsom's ex-wife.
Oh, that's right. Donald Trump.
Instagram,
Yeah.
A couple of father's hand mannerisms.
I always thought that was so weird that she went
talks
from
like
Newsom
this.
to then him. And I was always just like, what the fuck?
Why?
That's
it's people who
crazy too.
It's the people who live in political world. They like to date other political people. It keeps them in that circle. So they just hop from political person to political person. It doesn't really matter what their affiliation is. It's just about
because they want to get dirt on that fucking,
and that's part of it. Yeah,
that other person, whoever it is, they're like, I know you hate your ex, so give me the dirt on your ex.
Exes are the worst. They're always out there throwing everyone's fucking business around, and they shouldn't. That's why there's laws against exes putting information out there. Shame on you all.
Well, I will say the two of them together, every time they talk, I'm like, you've got to be on cocaine. Like, just the way that they act. I'm like, you got it. Who's the dealer? If I could just have one bump of that, maybe I could just finish all my work for the week.
Is that thing like when you see somebody super fucked up and you're like, I want to be whatever the fuck they're on? Like, who?
Yeah, I'm like,
what? They have some political hookup where like, it's a chemist who's making their shit. Like,
yeah, I'm like, hey, what is that cut with?
From the White House.
What? It doesn't seem normal.
Yeah,
the White House. Can you imagine if under the White House was literally just like the biggest like
meth lab.
cocaine?
Probably is. What are you talking
And they're
about?
like,
It literally
We've
probably
been putting
is.
it in front of your face this whole time. The
I
White
did not
House.
have facial relations with that table of cocaine.
Right. He didn't
mean,
sniff
can you
cocaine.
imagine-
He inhaled it through his nose.
Yes.
No,
And it
he
was
played
accidental.
He played his saxophone
accidentally
into it.
Inhaled.
I accidentally tripped and fell onto a pile of cocaine and breathed in. It was not my fault. I don't know who put that cocaine pile there.
Who put this here? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It was me.
Oh no, Hillary! Why?
Oh, no more cocaine.
Oh my god.
Arkansas.
Yo, did you guys ever see the greatest meme of Monica Lewinsky? And it was like something about like how she sucked the life out of
Yes.
Bill.
Bill
And it was
Yes.
like, he's like, oh,
It was great. But I also truly
like, no,
think
it's that
that's what,
cocaine.
I also truly think that that's what Hillary is doing to
She's
Bill.
a succubus.
Because I'm sorry, but she has never looked more youthful and plump in her life, and Bill just looks like he literally is getting his soul sucked out of him, and I think that's where she's getting her power. I'm
No,
convinced.
I think he stopped partaking in the Ajikakoba.
You know,
The word, you know.
that word, yeah.
That word?
We don't want to
Crow.
get the Wikipedia thing down here.
The crow?
Since we already had our episode was taken down, right?
No, it just got
came back
no,
up.
it did get that's right. It got taken down. No, it got taken down.
It was a decent episode. I don't understand.
And what's funny is it was
that we
up
didn't
for like a
condone
year
it.
and a half before it was taken down. We had an
Oh, the
episode.
adrenochrome one.
Why are you saying it?
Kari.
God.
I would because I didn't know what you were talking about. Then I realized.
Oh my god.
Continue.
All of that
Anyways,
work.
so it had the little Wikipedia thing under it, and then a year and a half after posting it, it was taken down because it was hateful.
Thanks, Susan.
I thought that was a good one, but you know, YouTube. Beaches. All right.
Give us a video.
Oh.
The Sasquatch? That's a rock.
That's a bear.
That's a monkey.
It's not moving.
Be alone.
Oh, great videoing, ladies. Can you zoom in instead of looking around? Like, what the fuck?
First of all, if you're doing a TikTok, don't fucking do it horizontally. Come on.
Never.
What are you doing? Secondly, Zoom.
Zoom.
What the fuck?
Why no Zoom?
I think that's just a
Is it an
freaking log,
Android?
man. I've seen
Yeah, like a
logs
log,
do
a rock, or something
Wait,
just
hold
in
on,
the
wait.
water.
But see this perspective?
No, I think there's something there,
So
but I
that-
just don't think it's a.
There's
that. Okay,
it's not a
that
rock.
does move. That does move.
Yeah, it's
It moved.
moving.
It's not a rock. There's something.
Okay,
there.
I go with Kari's log then.
I think it's.
No,
a
I
black
just
bear.
changed my mind.
No,
I literally
because
just
it
looked at
moves.
Yes.
It could be a log
Look
that's
at it.
moving in the water. I still
No,
think it's like a
not.
log.
No,
Log,
it's
it's
not.
a
It
fucking black
changes,
bear.
it changes
It's like this from
size.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's that.
it's sitting upright to crouched, not crouched, but you know, curly whirly.
I mean, that doesn't mean I
Um,
think it's Sasquatch, but it's definitely.
Is
a
it
thing.
trying to suck its own dick?
It's a black bear.
I mean,
Wait a
maybe it's
second.
listening to Marilyn Manson and trying to do that. Yeah.
Hold
Could
up.
be. He took out some ribs.
Do you guys? Okay,
I remember hearing that in like middle school.
it
I'd be
does
like, what?
say Vancouver Island.
Yeah. It
And
looks like Vancouver Island too.
They have lots of bears.
and we watched a on Bobby's Cryptic Corner a couple weeks ago. We watched a video of a alleged Bigfoot in the same area.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
We
Could
did,
be.
We did actually. I remember that.
And you guys hated that video.
Doesn't
didn't.
mean We didn't watch it though.
It was the whole video where he's on the boat. He gets up
Yeah.
close.
We didn't.
And you
Oh
see
yeah, that
him
one. We
like
like that one. That's
on
right.
the
He likes
island
that
and
one.
walking. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
same
I remember.
same area.
No,
Well,
but this
just
video
for
is
reference.
definitely a black bear in the water.
Was he meditating?
Just for reference, here's
do you
what a
understand
brown
that
bear looks
animals
like.
do?
I felt
Thanks.
that.
Did you really? In
Yeah.
Vancouver? I
Yeah.
mean, Canada?
You know,
Well,
it's
yeah. Vancouver's
it's
fine.
interesting that Enzo bring this up. New York Post posted an article recently saying the death of a Clinton aide was tied to Jeffrey Epstein ruled suicide. Well, it's so interesting you say that because today I learned there was a plane crash, and the plane was on its way to Ohio, and the plane was full of people who were there to go test the water and the soil to report on the Ohio train crash to see how it infected the environment. And all 10 people on board the plane who were on their way to Ohio have died.
Excuse me, what are you trying to imply?
Why didn't you start the episode with this and bring up the article?
If you go into Discord, the video is in there for you. I sent it.
Are you trying to imply that this random plane crash had the random scientists going to the worst
random
ecological
location
disaster in the country and just happened to crash into a factory?
Yeah, this happened to crash into a factory. Yeah.
I just want to point out that this article that Enzo's brought up.
Okay, we're going to watch that video too.
Do you all know the details of that?
Okay, one thing at a time. We'll do Clinton.
Well, we started with this one.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We'll do Clinton, and then we'll watch that video.
So the aide that was ruled a suicide, he was found hanging from a tree with a shotgun blast to the chest and no gun in sight. That's a suicide, apparently. This seems to be a running thing, right? Where it's a suicide, but it couldn't possibly be a suicide. He was shot twice in the head. It was a suicide.
Suicide.
Come on, bro. Anyway, what's the next thing?
Whatever. Oh, sorry. Video. Present.
Yeah.
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, I'm so gonna cook a steak once the show is over.
Shit! Where did you go?
Oh, boo!
Why did you say that, man? They make me... I'm hungry.
Bree, what are we doing?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You guys.
Talk.
Hi, Tony. How's
Everybody
it going?
talk amongst yourselves.
It's
Jamie.
gone.
I have to mute myself because Boo keeps barking.
Well, we're at an impasse here. I don't know. Is there? I'll share a book while we're waiting.
Yeah, sure.
You do that.
My
I'm
book
gonna
recommendation
go.
of the week is The Awakened Family
I'll be right
by Shefali Sabri. It's about raising conscious, resilient, empowered children, and I've read this like 3 or 4 times over the past like 4 years. And oh my god, that was loud.
I'm so
what was
sorry.
that?
I don't know what happened. There's something wrong. It just disappeared. I think that the internet said no. Someone said no.
Okay.
Well,
Y'all can, really good book. It's guided me as a parent, and I pass this knowledge on to whoever may need it.
Oh, you're so sweet. We appreciate you.
Aw.
Thanks, Kari.
You're welcome.
Here's
Here's the good parenting in the world.
Here we go. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Not enough people are talking about the plane crash that just happened.
5 people who worked for the environmental response consulting firm were unalived in this plane crash.
And where were they headed?
I love
One of the people on board were actually headed here to Northeast Ohio to help clean up the Oakwood Village explosion from
Ohio metal plant explosion. We're going to go there to test the soil, the water, and the air quality. What a crazy coincidence.
Interesting.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Are you showing that to imply that there's some kind of conspiracy there?
I just think that it's really interesting that when this Ohio stuff originally happened, you had journalists who were getting arrested when they were trying to report about what happened, and that that there's been an obvious media suppression in some way about this event. It's not nearly in the news. Like, there's more about fucking balloons and what Japan is finding washed upon their shores than what we're actually talking about in an environmental crisis that's happening in our own fucking backyard. And then on top of that, you have people who are going there who are trying to investigate it, and their plane magically crashes into a plant. It all just seems so fucking strange. I'm not saying that it's all connected, but it's just so weird that the state of the world that we live in, and when we talk about distractions and things like that, that this is what we have going on.
Accidents. Not to mention, it's like 1 second we see a picture of what the freaking aerial view of it is, and then the next second, the governor's like, there's no longer any plume of smoke or residue. And then the people that live there are like, really?
And then they had to put out videos of like the mayor.
The
The mayor was like drinking the water to prove that it was safe. And I was like, boy, you know that didn't come from the fucking tap. Stop lying to people.
Let's watch you walk to the lake or walk to the river and take a sip out of that.
Take a little
see
bath
how
in
your
it.
fish feel.
I didn't like that they had that town hall meeting. And the train company was supposed to be there, and then they just didn't even bother to turn up.
No.
Not to turn it political, but Biden going to Ukraine instead of Ohio is pretty messed up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And it left a huge opening for someone like Donald Trump to go in and do the populist thing.
That he did, with his Trump water bottles,
like,
Oh, wait, can I also just remind everybody that Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water?
Yes.
Right? It's been, 12 years?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So just remember that they still don't have clean water.
Crazy.
God. What is America these days?
This is the world that we live in, and that's what I mean. Like, when we talk about all of like these political things that we do, but it's interesting that Kari brings it up because it's true. It's like we're over here giving support to Ukraine and stuff, and not that I'm against any of that, but also we have our own issues here that we're trying to deal with. I hate that America always has to be everybody's big fucking brother and like solve everyone else's problems, but we can't fucking solve our own. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
sounds like America.
It's exactly like America. Like, oh, let's put our nose in everyone else's business because we can't handle our own shit.
Pretty much.
Like, oh, there's starving children all over the world. We have to raise funds here in America for them. Yeah, there's starving kids in America, and you're not doing anything for them.
Fuck them kids. Recruit them to the military.
Exactly. Oh my God. Just get everyone to sign up for the military. Free college.
Yeah, it is.
It's true. If you make it alive.
So,
and you end up with PTSD.
Yes. So something that really bugs me about the UFO community is its current willingness to believe the government in everything that they say.
Could not agree more. Could not agree more. It's literally the biggest problem.
This is what we were saying on Uninformed last week.
Yeah, because it's like
this notion of anti-establishment sentiment has just kind of gone out the window, and is a big part of like the zeitgeist of the topic. Was don't fucking trust the government. Why would they've been covering this up for 70 years, but suddenly you get like people like Mellon that get briefed by like Stephen Bassett or someone. Like, you get these people in quote unquote positions of power and influence, fully briefed on it, or at least briefed in a way that they can then go and sell to defense companies. And then people lap it up as if like 7 decades of deception and gaslighting and sometimes outright murder didn't happen. UFOs started in 2004, everybody. Everything else is just...
I also just think it's so funny that people are like just so inclined to believe the government about anything that they tell them when they've openly been lying to you and then have admitted to lying to you before. Like, the fact that anybody believes anything that comes out is just fucking nonsense to me. Like, it genuinely makes no sense.
It's just gaslighting.
It's such fucking gaslighting.
How can you
it's
not
like,
believe me? Right.
I mean,
we're the government. We're here to protect you. Of course, I don't. I work for the government, of course, and they pay all my bills. But of course, I would tell you the truth. I'm an American.
Yeah, that's like, so Congress.
I didn't.
Members of Congress.
Guantanamo. I was doing my duty.
They get a housing stipend to pay for their housing because they're government employees. So you get a housing stipend. That's on top of the $150,000 a year that they make. And DC is not a cheap place to live. So
And
their
let's-
housing stipend is for where they work, which
And
is
let's not get started on government fucking contracts and how after the end of your government career, what you're really going for are these government contracts, because that's where that big money is at for you to sit on your ass and do nothing.
Oh, it's no surprise that somebody who works for J.P. Morgan ends up working for the Federal Reserve, who ends up becoming a senator, who ends up working for MSNBC. And then you're like, wow, why is this person worth $155 million?
Listen,
because the whole time they're doing that, they're probably, apart from being a senator, because they can't, but they're probably on the board of like, you know, TechCo or some stuff. Like,
I highly recommend that people look into what people are in the UFO world and what government contracts that they are a part of. It is a rabbit hole that you will go down, and you'll start to make a lot of dots and connections.
Well,
and you'll see
also,
there's even people who have YouTube shows who are involved in this shit. So just go and do your own research on all that.
There are people in the community who are intelligence assets who
Literally.
have a mandate to do stuff, and they don't want people to know about it.
No, but it's super easy information to find if you literally just open your eyeballs and look. Like it's
Also,
so
a lot
easy.
of the time, it's just ask people.
You just ask.
It's not hard to figure out the formula for being a UFO podcaster, right? So if you have a military background, which if I really wanted to go this way, I could have done it. A military background in a unit that tested equipment that did not exist. So I could have built my entire brand off of that. I could have said all the right things and agreed with all the right people. And just because I spent 10 years in the military and worked in an experimental unit, I could wiggle my way into the grift zone where I've got 50, 60, 70, 100,000 followers and making a bunch of money every time in super chats, every time I do a show or appearance. It's not hard to figure out just exactly how it works. Just wait for my new book. Shit I don't care about.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, these books are sold primarily to like boomers, right?
You know, well, that's another thing that you have to understand too, that the ET world, like the actual entertainment side of it, is actually really geared towards boomers. And that's why you have so many of these, like why it's so seeped in with like the right-wing movement of things, because that's their crowd of people. And I mean this so politely, but those are the people that they can trick into believing a lot of the bullshit. Politely putting it away. But it's like older folks on Facebook who don't know how to use Google.
Aww.
You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I mean it in like the nicest way, but it's just like they're a very malleable group of people who fall easily upon people giving them ideas to like build themselves around. And so I think that a lot of the time what happened is that the people more on the entertainment side have realized that the boomers are the people who are going to believe them and who can shell out money for their shit. So they exploit that group of people.
Right. But it also leads to this problem where the topic can only move forward at the rate of the slowest user. And when you're propagating it only to boomers who don't, they're not in this kind of modern news space, a lot of them. They're in this very archaic, I'm going to go to a conference, I'll buy a book. It's very late 1900s pace of cycle. Whereas now we're in a 24/7 news cycle where literally every 5 seconds something new is happening. And if you can't keep up with that, like you fall behind. But then the topic when the topic is marketing itself towards these people that don't follow that, that's how things go really slow. But that's where the money is, right? There's no money in when there's news every 5 seconds. It means the value of each bit of news is way less.
Well, not just that, but news coming from everywhere. Like you don't even sometimes have to do your own research. You could literally turn on somebody's show and get their version of the news right there. So I think that that's also a big part of it too, is a lot of people are so stuck on watching one or two things or one or two networks or channels that it skews their idea of the world, because then they're sucked into these ideas. Like the people who followed Corey Good for a long time, they only believe that shit and nothing else. You know what I mean? Like they dive deep into that.
Well, it's because a world was created around Corey. Well, not just Corey, but it's certainly
around that idea.
Certainly poured rocket fuel on that fire of creating this culture around the story of Corey, with all of this terminology and kind of soap opera, white Nordics, blue avians, all of these different things that other people can now tap into as an idea that they can then use for content. So it's a lot of the problem is not so much a single person; it's the entire culture that springs up.
It's
around
the
it.
culture, and I think, and that's what we're trying to say. It's not about one individual person. It's about just the idea of when it comes to like the more entertainment side of things. Like that's the reality of it and what it turns into.
Right.
Yeah. And
all right, Bree, give us a video.
Sorry, Tony. Do you want to finish your thought?
Not really.
You sure?
Yes.
Fuck, my phone is blowing up. I silenced it.
Good.
We got 15 more minutes, and then we'll get out of here and let you get back to your
It's
phone,
fine.
Miss Popular.
Don't worry about it. Whoa.
Play that again.
You play
How
it
did
again?
it change direction? It says. Now. Bum, 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 bum. It went up, it curves, and it's like skirt.
That's wild. I don't know what's going on there.
I mean,
Need more info.
How do we know that that's what's turning? How do we know it isn't something going around it?
Excuse me, what?
I don't know.
This
I don't
is-
understand what you said.
So this is
So
probably
instead of
filmed out of a
thing doing
commercial
this,
plane.
Look at the black thing as if it's staying still, and the camera is the thing moving. Play it again.
It's ring around the
yeah.
rosying. Nah.
Like a horseshoe around it.
Mhm.
That's how the trail changes perspective.
I don't know. It's switcherooty, dude. It looks similar to the other one that made its way on like the new the Weather Channel and all that. But that one was like there was like that one was a larger sprawl of like upward motion. This is I think this is a different one. And this someone is recording this inside of a plane. So definitely not like Starlings, my love.
This is why I think the plane is the thing that's moving, not the thing.
How does the plane move like that, Kari? What?
What do you mean what? So it might not be, you know, when like we generally think of when a plane turns, it's like this huge bank, but if it could literally just tilt slightly and go around. It's like whoa, instead of it just being a single thing moving around. Also, could this be a time lapse? Is there noise with it? Is there audio?
There's a song.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. Possible balloon launch fighters.
This is it, boys. This is war.
Really? Don't say that. Yeah,
I was
ridiculous,
quoting
Kari.
Nana, actually.
Ridiculous, Kari.
You're welcome to come on and debate me.
You want to fight with words?
You want to fuck around?
You want to find out?
Shit.
You want to play golf or you want to fuck around? What's next?
Okay, let me just finish the rest of the video so that we can start fresh.
AC-130 with 2 helicopters. They got something.
It's like they're fucking.
They got something in that thing. Hell yeah. Look at that.
Cool.
Interesting. There's those people that every time they see something like that in the sky, they're like, fuck yeah, go America. America.
Can you play that one more time? I just want to.
Hell yeah.
With feeling.
AC-130 with 2 helicopters. They got something.
Oh, like they're holding
They got
on to
something in that thing. Hell yeah. Look at that.
Hell yeah. I love it.
I mean, to be fair, I actually have a video of something very similar. In fact, it's basically the same thing.
All right, let's see it.
So they're saying with the helicopters, that means that there's something special inside of the cargo.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, what are they cargoing? Might be
What's
something
in
fancy.
there?
It's a giraffe for the new zoo.
I got to find Maybe I'm gonna talk amongst yourselves.
I like hate eggs.
Dogs.
Hate eggs. They're awful. I love dogs.
I like
hate
dogs.
eggs.
I could show my next video.
Yeah.
Brie, you don't like dogs?
I said I love
No,
dogs.
she loves dogs.
Who doesn't?
You fucking
Nobody here.
I watched
'Cause
this
if you
thing
did,
and
we'd
it
get rid
was
of you.
like, what was I watching? Like a silly show.
I hate that the camera doesn't focus, but there's an AC-130 being shadowed by 2 jets there. And at the same time, the X-Files theme was playing. So
Hold on. Can you just focus? Tap the screen again. Tap your screen.
Why?
Because if it refocuses.
It doesn't. That's not how it works.
Well, it does on mine.
You can't really see it because like this, my webcam for some reason doesn't focus past like here. So
Dogs are delicious. Wait, Greg, are you talking about feet?
wait a minute. I can just get it up on the internet. I'm done.
I don't know what I love.
Yeah, you guys
saying
wanna-
my,
you guys wanna
my
see these
dogs
dogs?
are barking. I just think that's so fucking funny to refer
That's
to
free
your
toe
feet
content for
as
you.
dogs. I think
Mhm.
is just hilarious. Oh, perfect. Here we go.
Yeah, much better.
Chinese food.
That's racist.
I see. Like that video, and it was like someone's foot at the beach, and people were walking by, and their foot was like going
Yeah,
like
and he was
that.
like, he
and
was
they
like,
were
careful, beware.
All right, hold on. We're gonna burn through this, my friends. We
All right, let's
really
get it.
are.
Sitting in my fucking car, and I know I'm fucking high, but what the fuck is that?
An airplane.
Drone.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
drone,
that?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely
Dronesies.
Can you imagine though the people that don't know that and like her? She's like, I'm in, and she's high, and
Well,
doesn't know
it's
better.
the same with like people that
It's like,
didn't know
what
what a plane was, right?
fuck?
So when planes first got made, and like you get to like 1915, 1920, some people didn't know what the fuck a plane was. So like they look up in their little town in Wisconsin, they see like a biplane go over, and they're like, "What in the fuck is that thing?"
Or like a
And-
third world country. Could you imagine?
Oh my
Like
god! If
Wisconsin-
they, oh my god! Oh, like that island where like no one's ever been, and they murder everyone who shows up. If a plane
Sentinel
flied
Island.
over it, they'd probably be like, "Oh my god, it's God." Yeah.
Which I love. I just love that. Stay
Which
where
part?
you are.
Oh,
All
yeah,
of
that
it.
they murder everyone.
No, just all of it. Like,
Oh.
stay where you are. Sometimes there's a. I mean,
I don't
want to
believe
get
you,
on.
dude.
I don't want to go on a rabbit hole, but I will just say a couple sentences here. I think that a lot of people are suffering from a lot of mental illnesses because we're living a life that we were not made to live. And I
agree.
think that if we were to go back to the community aspect, everyone has a job. We're all doing something that sustains our own environment, our own community.
Purpose.
Without all this other shit, I think that we would be so much happier and living in like a symbiotic relationship with our planet again.
Mhm.
So if I were them, keep killing them.
Yeah, fuck it.
Stay off my land.
Yeah, that's right. The whole world is fake. Exactly. It's all bullshit. All
That
this is
means that
fake.
you're
Come
fake
here.
too.
Girls, look, come here. There's like a spaceship or something over Epcot.
Oh my god, that looks
No,
like
no,
a spaceship.
it is.
That's so
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's
It
like
is.
a circle.
It's just hovering.
Calling me.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
It's okay, Brie. We'll end after this one.
Holy shit!
I just have a couple videos. Oh god.
I'm gonna call
Okay.
bullshit on that video.
Yeah, that one I call bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she got high. Then she got high.
Ain't that the fucking truth? It was not. UFO Twitter's
Well, I mean,
a fucking
that's
cesspool.
true. It wasn't designed for like racist people because there's always a record.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here today. We had so much fun with you guys, but Brie, unfortunately, her phone is blowing up. She's literally so so important that like she has to get out of here because like things will not happen if she doesn't, and that's the truth. It's like literally, I'm not even being sarcastic.
Of the entire UFO field is resting on Brie's shoulders.
On her shoulders,
Nobody
yeah.
knows about
Yeah.
it. So we're gonna
Well,
get
now
out
they
of here
do.
before
Thank
we
you.
see too much, so.
Yes,
It's all her.
Because we all refuse to help her.
Listen, what she doesn't want to tell you is that President Biden is the one calling her phone, and that's why she has to go.
It might as well be.
It might as well be. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you guys on Sunday for Sunday morning readings, and then next Tuesday for Bobby's Cryptid Corners. We're doing the Changelings. We love you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Please like and comment after the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.